Words of hope aren't likely to float. Words of scorn aren't likely to rise. Words of change go up in flames right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. God, you're an idiot, man. I went walking today and the folks along the way hate thinking that we aren't wise as we fall on our swords for the Darwin Awards. And our only question is how many tries? Our only question is how many tries? God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. Bailing a boat out with a strainer, it's just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. What it buys, pulling the petals off flower to flower underneath falling skies, underneath falling skies. God, you're an idiot, man. God, you're an idiot, man. Bailing a boat out with a strainer, it's just a no-brainer. Might not be long on dry land. God, you're an idiot, man. I wake up early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up early in the morning.
Early in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore. Oh, yeah, I like the sound of that applause. Keep it coming. Really? That's all you got? How about another round? No, big hand. No? Wait. Oh, man. I feel like a stand-up comedian. Dying. Stand-up comedian bombed last night. Oh, man. Hi. Hello. What's up? I just love seeing this chat right here. Elijah's Archive. Yippee! I just enough signal outside Columbus, Nebraska at the Power and Progress Music Festival to pull in the Surly News. That's awesome. You're doing it all. we are doing it all. You've brought us there with you a little bit, vicariously. We're everywhere. I love it. I love it. Good on you, staying up with the current events and celebrating life at a beautiful music festival. Just doing all the things. What a beautiful thing. Robin, good to see you. Good afternoon. Good morning. Just rolling up our sleeves here, putting on our press hat, waiting for the newsboy to drive by. So I went to my first doctor's appointment ever yesterday, and it was wonderful. I feel so much lighter today, if I'm being honest. I've always been terrified of the doctor. I felt for sure he'd take one look at me and be like, "You're a goner." He did say I'm a goner, but he said we all are, so that made me feel better. So cheers. Salud. Walking a little bit lighter today. Feeling like I just might live forever. It's a good feeling. Rise and shine. All right. Whoa, I think I hear the mail, the paper boy now. Oh, yep, there he is. Hey, Evil. What's up? All right, let's do make it a good throw. I got this. Oh, good toss. How about that? All right, we're going in, folks. We're going in. And here we are. MAGA Vicious. Battle of Babylon B. Focus on Trump Saudis. That could get interesting. Casey DeSantis charms Iowa. It's going to be interesting watching these two rip each other apart. It's going to be quite the bout. Bout's a good word. Let's just stop there for a second. Bout. What about that bout last night? I'm just stopping my hands right now from looking that up. Bout. It's a fight. What about the bout? All right, stop. Word nerd. That's going to be my new show. Tune in after this early in the morning afternoon news for Word Nerd. Word Nerds. Discord hang, anybody? Word Nerds at 4:30? Discord hang. Biden falls during Air Force graduation developing. I know I always say that's his move, but I feel like they're hearing me wrong. I'm not saying that's a good thing. Oh man, I don't know what this picture is, but it looks like a doozy. Oh goodness. He is extremely old. There's no doubt about it. It's hard to watch. Let's just put it that way. Hard to watch. Man. All right, here we go. Sleeves rolled up. Let's see if we can set a new record for getting through these headlines. Debt deal passes. McCarthy gets help from Dems. Are sane Republicans making a comeback? That would be great. That would be awesome. How Biden pulled it off. How did he do it? Inquiring minds want to know. Here's an update on the fight at the beach on Memorial Day. 9 minors have been arrested in that Memorial Day beatdown of Marines at the beach. That's good. Can't just be doing stuff like that. Macy's and Costco sound warning about economy. Macy's? Oh, Macy's. I've never been to Macy's, but it's been in a lot of movies of my life. You got the Macy's Day Parade. What is Macy's? Inquiring minds want to know. What is Macy's? What is that? It's New York City, right? Is it like a old school Woolworth or something? Is it closed? I'm not going anywhere until someone tells me what Macy's. Now we all know what Costco is. I don't know. You would think, Costco. You can't necessarily listen to them because if things are really bad, Costco would be packed. That Costco's where we're all gonna they're gonna at the end times. Costco will be the last one standing because we're all going in there and buying giant jars of beans. That's the spot for the giant. I mean, end times beans. Costco. Apple customers say hard to get money out of accounts. Why do people have money in Apple accounts? Is there some banking wing of Apple that I don't know about? Facebook to pull news if California bill becomes law. Facebook news? Oh, what? Just the sharing of any news? What a mess. I just can't wait till we get these Neuralinks. We can all be connected directly. Can you imagine the advertising that's going to come with that? Tax for content. I'm a little intrigued about this story that I haven't read anything about. How Elon Musk is like a darling in China. What's going on with this? They were talking about yesterday how they had a name for him. I forget what it was. But communists give Musk heroes welcome. What is up with that? Here he is, folks. Oh, yeah. Wait, what is that? No. Into it. They just love him. Daily Wire CEO accuses Elon of throttling conservatives. Oh, here we go. Social boosting racist and homophobic content? Is Twitter doing that? Investors file insider trading suit for Dogecoin. You sort of just want to watch Elon's Twitter feed or his appearances and have your finger over the buy button to see if he goes off on a rant about Dogecoin, just so you can buy and then sell it in a few hours or a day later or something. I bet there's people out there just following Elon just to see if he talks about Dogecoin so that it'll get a little boost every time he mentions it. I'm so glad I don't play that game. I would lose. Defiant, tens of thousands of LGBTQ people flocking to Florida for festival. Now we're talking. This is what I've been saying. This is the better headline. Yeah, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Update, war on gay pride. Trans Christian confronts pastor during anti-LGBTQ sermon. What about that bout? Video or it didn't happen. Rule threatening Missouri library funding over obscene books takes effect. Pentagon cancels drag show at Air Force Base. Pentagon cancels drag on second thought. Maybe the Pentagon shouldn't throw a drag show at the Air Force Base. I don't know. You got to read the room. 3 detained for extreme comments ahead of Jerusalem Pride. Jerusalem Pride. Lizzo, knock off fat taunts or I quit music. Is she talking to social media? I hope she's not talking to the internet. Because that's going to backfire. God. At this point, folks, we should all know how all this works. We should know what trolls are. It's a phenomenon. It's irresistible. It's the World Wide Web. You're going to get all of it. You, if you're not willing to just get all of it, then you maybe, I don't know. It's just simply how it works. Study finds shape of brain influences thoughts and behavior. Study finds shape of brain influences thoughts and behavior. Huh. Mine's shaped like a teacup, apparently. The doctor did a exam, and he's like, I've never seen a brain that looks so much like a teacup before. I was like, a teacup? He's like, a teacup. I was like, He was like, right? Thanks, Doc. The doctor did say that I was wise to listen to my unique biorhythms. When he found, I was afraid to, like anybody, I'm always afraid to tell people how I'm a day sleeper. I sleep during the day. He's like, oh, that happens. Yep, you're wise to listen to your biorhythms. Yes, I got doctor's orders now at my back. List, Trump Organization, Fox, Twitter, most hated brands in America. Look at that. Trump Organization, Fox, and Twitter. That's an interesting list, I gotta say. Welcome to the show, Kelly. That's Beans, good ticker post there. Yep. The internet has mean people. Oh my goodness. The internet even makes nice people mean. But there's the other side of that coin too. There's all kinds of inspiring, beautiful things. It's just all the possibilities. You just gotta love life. Journalists at largest newspaper chain will walk off job. Will Google AI plans destroy media? Yes. It's the rare occasion where a headline with a question mark, the answer is affirmative. Absolutely. We will rebuild. Zuckerberg unveils another mixed reality headset. He's not giving up, folks. He's in there in the metaverse all by himself, and he's like me with this show. He's like, really? Really? I'm the only one in here? He keeps trying to make it more and more tempting for all of us to come hang out with him. I feel you, Mark. I'll hang out with you, buddy. I just got to get myself one of these new mixed reality headsets. Mixed reality. Yep, that sounds about right. Stays in empty metaverse. I didn't even read that yet, but I nailed it. New radar may yield generational leap in storm forecasting. Oh, good. New radar. A generational leap. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I believe that. But yeah, okay. How Christie could be wild card in White House race. Well, you could say that about anybody, I reckon. Boy, what a picture of him they chose. Holy moly. Who is Ron DeSantis? Reveals few clues about what makes him tick. He's a little tough for me to get my brain around. And I always hear ominous music whenever I see him, but I really don't know what's going on there. But watching him and Trump duke it out is going to be fascinating. I do have my popcorn ready for that. Newest high-end amenity. Newest high-end amenity. There you go. Houses that come with horses. Oh, I remember when mom and I, when I was a little kid, and mom was talking about we were moving, and she was looking at a house, and she found one that had a horse stable as part of it, and she was like, and I was anxious about the move, and she was like, well, maybe this will butter the bread if we talk about getting a horse, maybe. And I got so excited. It's like, oh my goodness, if we get that house, we're going to get a horse. So we didn't end up getting that house. I didn't end up getting a horse. A year or two later, I finally got to ride a horse, and that horse took off with me on it. It was my first exposure. I got up on the horse. It was supposed to just sort of trot in a circle. All of a sudden, that thing is at full speed, and I held on for dear life. When they finally got the horse stopped, the guy that was in charge of the place, super apologetic, was like, I have never seen anybody hold on like that. Almost everybody else would have been thrown clear of that horse in seconds, but I might have had a future if I wasn't such a coward, if it wasn't such a terrifying experience, if it wasn't the case that I just absolutely would never get on another horse ever again, I probably could have been a rodeo star. It's a potential life I could have had, because I was not coming off that horse. There was no part of me that was going to leave that horse. No way. To be trampled? I don't think so. Not happening. Not on my watch. Not on my horse. Lawyer deposes laptop shop owner. Could Hunter Biden be the next poster child for Second Amendment rights? Oh, the Hunter Biden laptop story. I, for one, am not sad that they're going there, that this story will be more fully revealed. I recall at the time being completely perplexed and amazed why no one was covering that story. I was like, what? No matter what the truth is, there is some, whatever the real story is with this laptop is a good story. Whatever it is, why is nobody talking about that laptop? I remember Giuliani claiming that he had a laptop. I mean, just the story of it. I was like, God, if this is Russian disinformation, because he's holding the physical, he's got the files. Whatever the truth was at the time, I was completely into it. I was like, all right, I want to know more about this. Amazed no one was really talking about it at the time, and not surprised that it became a huge scandal and that there's conspiracy theories right and left. Of course there are. I personally don't mind the deep dive. Now, the sanctimonious folks that want to act like it's some kind of proof of some kind of unfathomable corruption, whatever. We all know how the world works. Quit pretending you don't. And quit pretend. If you're on a side, quit pretending your side doesn't do that. I don't know. That stuff's a little exhausting. But the actual facts of that story is still pretty good stuff. I would watch that. I would watch that show. All right. We've already made it to the top of the third row. Here we go. This is one I thank you for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing the news with me. It lightens the load for sure. And you definitely want to subscribe on YouTube. My doctor says, I'm so glad I get to say that now. I've never gotten to say this in my whole life. My doctor says, and I can sort of make shit. God, I'm slow on the draw. I can sort of make up after that, but my doctor says, I got to listen to my biorhythms, and that day sleepers, sleep a little bit shallower than night sleepers. So I don't know. I've been setting my alarm. I might stop doing that. I need my sleep, folks. I need my beauty rest. And so I don't know if I'm going to keep. I've been trying to do this at 3 sharp so you could set your watches to me so I could more easily promote it. But, it is what it is. Maybe I'll stop doing that. Quit taking things so seriously. You guys can watch it when you watch it. And I don't know. What I'm basically saying is you're going to want to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Nathan Moore Songs. It's Nathan Moore on YouTube. If you click the bell to get notified, whatever time I go live, you'll get a little notification so you don't miss it. And definitely, if you miss it live, watch it whenever you want during the day or night to stay up with the news. It works either way. All right, here we go. Down column 3, Mexican police find 45 bags of human remains. Ugh. Well, that could be one person in a bunch of Ziplocs. Or it could be 45 different people. I don't know. I'm not clicking on the link. I'll never know. But what a horrific thought. Taliban fighting Iran with American weapons. Boy, who are we supposed to cheer for in that one? I don't know about this bout. Recent attacks put Hill staffers on edge. Threats cut across party lines. Yeah, I hear you. I would. There's a lot. I know it's hard to fathom, but there are a lot of good people in politics, and I don't envy them. I don't envy them. They're they got a target on their social media head, and that stuff can get toxic. And it's a strange world out there. I appreciate your service out there, all you good folks just trying to make the world a better place. Summer bummer, toxic seaweed. I can't even read this. It's the flesh-eating bacteria. Did you hear that? I don't. You might be eating. I don't want to say this out loud, but just know that there's really toxic seaweed washing up on Florida beaches that contains horrifying stuff. So just stay away from that. You'll be fine. Just move down a little ways. Drone footage shows sharks circling just feet from dad and child in Alabama. Man. It's a megalodon, folks. Harry puts a sock in it. Harry and Meghan to stop making royal bashing shows. Books after backlash. Yeah, there you go. That's probably moving on. Got to be some. You did that. You've done that. Next chapter. Good luck out there. Have fun with it. Give them heaven. Noel Gallagher, England becoming difficult place to be. Well, no, that's sort of the world over. it's just the state of growing pains. That's what I like to call it. Growing pains. We're at a very awkward moment in our development. It's going to be all right though. I'd say stay where you are, stand your ground, and make the world a better place. Ancient statues, 38,000 a night suite. First look at Bulgari's new Rome hotel. Why don't we do a group road trip? $38,000 a night. I mean, that's cheap for what you get, folks. I mean, I'm just saying. I've checked it out. It's a really good deal. Just $38,000 a night, and you would not believe they have these little chocolate things they put on your pillow. They're so good. They're so good. I mean, the chocolate alone would be worth $30,000. CEO techies, venture capitalists afraid of sex. Venture capitalists afraid of sex. I guess I get that. Wyman, Succession, terrible series about spoiled brats. Can't wait to watch the last season. Looking forward to it. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot that wrapped up. Speaking of wrapping up, I tell you what, we're sort of hesitating to do it because it's so sad that the final episode of Ted Lasso is out. Oh man, what a magic show! Folks, if you need an uplift, if you need to cry and laugh, if you need to be inspired by the genius that exists in this life, Ted Lasso is just something very, 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 very special. And there's something. I was sitting on the porch the other night thinking about, there's some people that I know that won't like the show. They won't get it or something. And I just felt for them. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just it's sort of fascinating and a little bit sad, but it's just like, but for those of you out there that will get it, it will definitely improve your life. It's a great, very, very special show. And they have one more episode left. And I almost cried thinking that there was only one episode left until I realized what we talked about the other day when we were talking about how if you have a lot of anxiety for something you're about to do, if you're terrified to do something, you can just tell yourself that feeling is excitement, that you're really excited to do it. And it's really the same feeling inside your body and inside your mind. And you can sort of trick yourself into being like, oh, okay, I'm not terrified. I'm really excited. It's just a little how you look at it, just like tilt your head and look at it a little differently. But I felt I was getting so sad that Ted Lasso was coming to an end. But then I tilted my head to the side and realized that feeling was also gratitude. I just was so thankful for this show. So that helped. There's a little trick of the light there that you can do. All right, back to the news. Violent clashes trigger fears of new war in Europe. What is this? I'm clicking on that. Mostly because they have it in red. Oh, Kosovo. I was just wondering exactly where. Oh, man. Violent clashes trigger fears of new war in Europe. Western officials heap pressure on Kosovar leader to defuse a standoff with Serbs that threatens to reignite a simmering Balkan conflict. Didn't a lot of NATO troops get attacked last week, so they sent in even more peacekeepers? Is that a quote-unquote moment? I don't know. Is it air quotes, peacekeepers? I don't know the story of this conflict, really. I'll try to get more informed so my jokes aren't too inappropriate. I just don't know enough about this yet, but it's the last thing we need. What's it called? It's a mess. That's what it officially called a mess. Just very scary, this escalation of violence going on in the world today. In Ukraine, Moscow nearly down to its nukes. Kyiv allies push back on striking targets in Russia. That's the drone attack around Moscow. No matter what, I don't think we've gotten to the bottom of exactly who or what or why that happened, but it's an alarming turn of events. Biden shows growing appetite to cross Putin's red line. There's not enough time in the day to wax about all that. Brazilian Amazon at risk of being taken over by mafia. The Amazon mafia. And our final headline today, report, Jamie Foxx left paralyzed and blind from blood clot. Oh, that's terrible news. I'm going to have to write the people that aggregate these headlines and try to get them to quit ending the third column with such a terrible story. I can't end that like this. This is the third day in a row where the final headline was just terrible. Just, I don't know. I feel like we should make something up. We need a ringer at the end. Maybe that's where you news hounds will come in handy. I'm not exactly sure how to ensure that we end on a bit of good news, but it's got to be possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, Will. All right, Will's here. He's on it. Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, Will is on it. Thank God we have Will. Folks, we survived the news. We live to dance. Yeah, baby. Oh, dance it off. Good job, folks. All right, go get them, Tigers. Give them heaven tonight at 7 p.m. You're going to want to tune in for Jabberjohn tonight. We're going to have a very special guest. Dad and Kyle don't even know.
I'm back in my body, back behind my eyes. I'm back in control. I'm ready to drive back behind the wheel. Are you ready to ride off into a field of road, into the night, into the night, into the night, into the night.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Ron.
If empty's your well, if broken's your cup, well, I'm just back from hell, I'll pick you up. Let go your hand here, I'll hold on tight. The light is a trick, let's go into the night. Into the night. Into the night. Into the night.
You got this, folks.
It's still in the corner, it's still in the park, it's still in the morning, it's still where you are. It's still up your alley, it's still out of sight. It's still now, shall we? Yes, into the night. the night, into the night.
Love you so much. Tonight, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jabberjohn with my father and Kyle Hogg. 3 dudes sitting on a log talking about whatever's on their mind.
I'm back in my body, back behind my eyes. I'm back in control. I'm ready to drive back behind the wheel. Are you ready to ride on into a field of road, into the night, into the night, into the night, into the night.
Go get them, Tigers. Always trust your cape.
I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. You might want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning.